And welcome back to PTV's coverage of this afternoon's big game here at Alberton. Terrific crowd here at Alberton Oval, and it's the family day, the traditional family day, February 8th, and very warm conditions. 40.3 degrees still, so very warm conditions as the second half due to get underway in just a few minutes' time. The Whites warming up down the southern end, and the Blacks warming up down the northern end. My name's Daniel Norton. We heard from Jackson Trengove in the first half, and right now it's my pleasure to welcome to the central commentary position Pipes Hartlett. Hamish, how are you?
Very well, thanks, Norton. It's a real pleasure to be here next to your great self.
Yeah, no, I think you'd rather be in better company, but thank you for joining me in the Weem office, really. That's what basically where we are. So you've got to bear in mind, listeners, as we said in the first half, that it's very difficult for us to see from this position, but we're going to try and present you with as accurate call as we possibly can. Hamish, what did you make of the first half?
Look, mate, to be honest, I saw about 5 minutes worth of it.
Fair enough.
I was off doing a little bit of stuff in the photo booth and in the kids' zone, just getting around the families and the supporters around here, which has been great. But yeah, I saw about 5 minutes worth, and the Blacks pretty much had control of the game, which you'd expect. But yeah, look, some really positive signs. The way the guys moved the ball was fantastic, and a few boys getting their hands on the nugget, which was good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. You said you were walking through the crowd. I mean, what a terrific crowd given the conditions. We think there's about 4,000 here, and significantly, we have chipped over to 40,095 members in the first week of February, Pops.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. It's real credit to the people that have braved these conditions, I suppose, and come out here and still supported the boys. And like you said, we've ticked over the 40,000 members. I think we've signed over 250 people today alone.
Yeah,
so it's a fantastic effort, and we'll keep pushing as a club to go beyond that. Absolutely, it's fantastic.
We are portadelaide.com.au, or you can ring the club 1300 GO PAFC. Remember, it is the only way to get an 11-game membership to guarantee your seat to that highly anticipated first game at the Adelaide Oval between Port Adelaide and the Crows in round 2. That is going to be, well, one of the biggest sporting events this city's seen in a long, long time. Meanwhile, we're back to the game here at Alberton. Second half about to get underway. In fact, getting underway right now as the umpire holds the ball aloft. And Ben Harron in the ruck for the Whites up against Matthew Logie from the Blacks. The Blacks leading by plenty at the moment, by around 9 goals as the ball tries to get shuffled forward. Well done there by... Gee, that looks like Dom Cassisi in the Whites, in the number 26, I think it is. He's come on. Who is number 26 there?
Yeah, that's the old fella, Dom Cassisi.
Is that Dom?
He's chipped the ball out to Brendan Archie there on the half-forward line.
Good contest there at half-forward as well. Butcher flew, Danny that was. Handball out wide by the Blacks, just overran the football. Was that a push in the back? Umpire said no, and there will be a boundary throw in front of our major partner signage, Renault, in front of the Bowls Club there, early doors in the second half. I can see big Brent Renouf in the ruck as well. A little bit more of a challenge this half for loads, with all respect to Ben Harron. Of course, Brent Renouf been in the system for a long, long time, a premiership player at Hawthorn, and really striving to get back in the side. Tell us about Brent's pre-season. Apparently it's been very good.
Yeah, look, he's really come on the last few weeks. He's obviously had a little bit of difficulty with that knee, and it's kept him out of footy for a little while, but yeah, really positive signs the last couple of weeks. He's joined in most of training, so really going to need him to step up now that Big Reddo's down.
So the Whites start to bring the ball forward. He's going to chip inside Carl Amon on the right foot. Contest, one-on-one, ball brought forward. Good body work. Crash, boom, crash, opera. They all go in there. Arms and legs going everywhere. There'll be a ball up around about 40 metres out from the Whites goal. And all the enthusiasm on both sides, particularly the Whites, we know they're young, has been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. The boys have been itching to get out and play a game for a long time now. The pre-season can be pretty draining, so the guys have been looking forward to this opportunity for quite some time.
So the Blacks bring the ball out of defence, kicks it wide. It's going to pitch just inside the boundary line, and bear with me here because we are obstructed. This is absolutely ridiculous stuff. There'll be a boundary throw-in, centre wing position here at Alberton Oval. 2 minutes gone in the second half. And let's just check that scoreboard. It is 11-3-69. The Blacks leading the Whites 2-1-13. Dom, with all his experience, shoveled the ball out to Carl Amon. Can't quite see anything there because a big guy with a big head's in front of me, and it's not Dean Brogan, it's Clipsal, Mr. Clipsal man. I don't know what he's doing there. It's what do you call it? One of those.
He's a mascot.
Mascot. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, T-shirt Tommy Logan's got a handball over the top. Well played to Homsch. Homsch kicks wide. Finds, I think, in Pittard. Pittard, magnificent kick to Aaron Young, who marks centre wing. Turns onto his right foot. Kicks it wide to Newton. Newton, of course, who swapped Guernseys at half-time. He was playing for the Whites in the first half. Now he's playing for the Blacks. Look at Wingard here! But well done there by Big Rakawasa, who has done very, very well. Kicks to his brother. So Isaiah to Asiri. Chips and that's a dangerous kick. Made plenty of it there for his teammate, but a great grab in front of Young. Now, Pipes, they tell me you're a wonderful caller. You want to have a crack at it?
Yeah, why not? There's an unbelievable turnover 20 metres out from goal. Jay Schultz chips in and takes a pretty simple grab, strolls into goal. And how many Schultz he kicked today, mate? I haven't been keeping track. No,
I reckon Schultz has kicked 3. He kicked a magnificent goal from the pocket further, and that was probably the easiest goal he's going to kick in his career, I would say.
I'd say so. You won't get too many easier than that. The big crumpet. He's been kicking very, very nicely this pre-season. We've done a fair bit of work in our goal kicking so far. So I'm actually in Schultz's group, and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday we go out and have a few shots each, and he's absolute dead-eyed Dick Schultz, so he's been kicking the ball really well.
Tell us about that. You guys are monitoring your goal kicking very, very closely, very seriously. You're coming back with your goal kicking percentage and so forth. Yeah.
So we've been practicing our set shots in particular. We feel that it's probably an area that we need to improve on. So yeah, we've been trying to get ourselves into a decent kicking routine and try and finish off the hard work that we do further up the ground.
The ball back in the centre. We'll get Pipes to call again shortly. Kane calls. I love that little bit of commentary before. That man Schultz has got it 80 metres out from goal. Stab pass, and Chatty, the crowd favourite, takes the grab. Wingard from 52 pokes it in short dangerously. Well done, Kasisi. Got a hand in the way. Charging through with the defender in white. Wingard's got it from 45. Bending. Oh, that is a remarkable goal. What a natural talent. We saw it so often last year. Of course, he was only 20 years of age last year and made the All-Australian side. Terrific start there for Wingard in the second half. He's kicked his first. The Blacks, 13th if you don't mind. 13-3, 81 by my mathematics, Hamish, to the Whites, 2-1-13. A fairly handy lead. That is natural talent.
He is the most naturally gifted player that I've seen, and I called it very early from when he came to the football club. The scary thing is he's actually improved his professionalism and his work rate over this summer, and really feels like he belongs in an AFL environment, knows how important he is to us as a team, and scarily I think he's going to be even better than what he was last year.
Ball back in the centre. Whites, Harron versus Lobe. Lobe got the palm of the ball. Then he got a handball out to Ebert. Ebert winds. Good football. Great hands. Broad bench of the voice. Finds Kane Corns. Kane Corns handballs over the top to Brad Ebert. He's within 60. Kicks long. Don't tell me. Wingard! Drops the mark. Will he sock it through? No, he can't. Arms and legs. Anyone going to get it over the line? No. Good defensive work there by the Whites. He had his name written all over it, Pipes.
He'll be very disappointed about that effort. It was his for the taking, but he'll be pretty shattered about that, but I'm sure he'll have another chance.
Here he is again. Your call, Pipes.
He swoops on the ball, he feeds a handball out to Boak. Boak sells a bit of candy, snaps on goal, looking good, but it's marked on the line by the White team here, right on the defensive, as far back as they can possibly be on the defensive line there. The smart thing to do, I suppose, would be to kick the ball long and strong and get it out of that zone. Exactly what he's tried to do anyway. Brilliant smother by Wines, picked up by Calhoun. Wingard sizzling pass has been chopped off by Butcher across that back line again. Quick switch out to Rakawasa. Great pressure there by Schultz. And it's a fair kick there by Rakawasa, but well spoilt there by Homsch. Unfortunately given away a free kick for too high.
Is that Shorey?
Big Mason Shaw's got the ball on the half-back flank. He's doing a bit of work up the ground that far, but just assessing his options now. Just plays it safe, goes back. And again, the Whites find himself on a very defensive part of the ground. Big Johnny Butcher working the mark really nicely there. Carrying on a bit, which is what Kenny would love to see. And just a short pass again to, is that Rakawasa out there? And
one Rakawasa to the next.
To the next. And big Bobby Rakawasa just kicks it as long and strong as he can. Big contest out there on the wing. Logan applying a very, very strong tackle as he usually does. And wraps the ball up there on the outer wing.
Oh, you are a natural. Hamish Hartland, I'll tell you what. Plenty of potential there. Ball up. Grandstand side in front of the Williams stand. Punch into space. 7 minutes gone. The Whites haven't scored a goal for a while, but they're fighting hard. That's the main thing. Kasisi, quick hands. Butcher, look at those flowing locks. Kicks into space. Who's there? No one. Absolutely no one. Look at Stevenson. Like a greyhound. picks the ball up, kicks towards halfback, and beautifully put to Kane Corns, who marks halfback, kicks in short, finds a player. Now Brad Ebert's got it centre wing. He's going to pump it inside 50. Paul Stewart in the box seat. Well done, Rakawasa. At least he provided contest. Stewart's got it back. Wingard's got it back. Casual as you like, and Schultz will mark on the goal line or on the goal square. And, well, just sharing around a little bit. Oh, no. A little bit too cheeky. Well done there by Need. Need in the white. Handball's back. Well done there by the white team. Starting to work their way through. Archie takes on the tackler. Umpire says play on. Paul Stewart's got it again. And it's all Butcher. And he'll have a shot for his third goal. And you might have missed the start, Hamish. I know you were doing a lot of stuff with the public early. Kicked 2 goals in the first couple of minutes and a great grab early.
Fantastic news. He's obviously, we know he's a real talent, Johnny Boy, and he's had a great pre-season. Probably the best one he's had so far since his time at the football club. So hopefully he converts this opportunity. Looks very relaxed, kicked the ball pretty nicely, just faded away to the near side, unfortunately, just for a minor score there.
So we'll check that scoreboard, and it's all the Blacks, as we expect, 13-4 against a very young Whiteside, Port Whiteside, and 2-1-13. So young Flinny's got it. He's a bit of a character, the international recruit from Ireland. Good skills for a player that hasn't grown up playing the game at all. In fact, today's really his first game of footy.
He's just sold a very nice bit of candy on the mark there too. He loves taking the game on, Flinny. He's super quick, and he's just laced someone out. That's big Benny Harron there on the half-back line for the Whites. He assesses his options and just chips short along the boundary onto the wing there. It's Brendan Archie with the ball in his hand. And yeah, look, Flinny, he's a great character. The boys love hanging around the club, and he's got elite pace. He loves taking the game on, and he's got great skills for a man who's just learning the game as well.
So Harron squares it dangerously. Burn Jones, young Darcy's got it. Chips in short, well played, and so the Whites have got it. Right half back, brings it inboard. Dangerously, those you've got to pull those off. Well done, Muffins Calhoun. Tries to break free, can't. Well done there to O'Shea, good pick up. Young spun around in a 360, 720 almost. Umpire said play on. Travis Boak's got it, the captain. I know that style anywhere. Ben Newton, he's normally a wonderful kick on the left boot, and Wingard has got it. That was as easy as you like, and Chad Wingard will go back and have a shot for his second goal, only 15 metres out from the Northern goals. Ben Newton's hearing a lot about his pre-season, and you know we know there's still a long way to go, but gee whiz, the way he uses his ball, the ball is unbelievable. Yeah,
Benny is his 4th year, I reckon, now at the football club.
He's joining for commentary soon, Kane? Yeah. So Kane Mitchell has just joined in. Good timing. That is fantastic. Sorry, our listeners at home. Chad Wingard has just slotted through his second, and the Blacks 14th. It's 14-4 to 2-1, and Hamish Hartley, you've got to go and do some media duties very, very soon. Thank you very much for your time so far. We'll hear from you later in the last quarter, and we're going to sub in Kane Mitchell to join me in the central commentary position for the remainder of this quarter. Pipes, well done.
Go on, Norts. We'll see you soon.
Brilliantly done. Kane, you didn't know you're commentating, but you do now.
Okay, yeah. What's going on?
Now, we're calling this game. This is for PTV, for the website, and it's been shown on a delayed coverage a little bit later on. We're midway through the third quarter, as you know, and it's all the Blacks. So I'll call a bit of the action, and we'll have a bit of a chat about things a little bit later on. Ben Newton tries to get the football out with a low tackle, so Newton will take it. Umpire says 50 as well. Got a little bit of a shove there.
Not sure about that one. That's all right though.
The skipper?
That, I think sometimes.
Little push?
Yeah, a little bit of a push, just giving him something to go along with.
So you reckon just let it go?
Yeah, let that one go on in intra-club. I think that's just, you know. Anyway, he's got to do his job.
That's right, the AFL umpires, and we're just talking about Ben Newton and his kicking ability. When he gets it right, he's a silky left footer. We'll just call this call the action. I might get your take on Ben Newton as well. He's 45 metres out. Hopefully he can slot it now. Give him the big pump up, and he has. So Ben Newton kicks a goal for the Blacks. They move on to 15-4-94, leading the Whites 2-1-13, and we've transpired in this quarter by 12 minutes. So a very comfortable lead to the Blacks. Yeah, Ben Newton, we've spoken about him a little bit this afternoon. He played for the Whites in the first half. Now the Blacks, he's going pretty well.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's transformed his body this year. He's on I think he's on the paleo diet, so he's really.
What?
Oh, it's a lot. It's the caveman style. It's a lot of meat and a lot of protein kind of side of things with not a lot of carbs. So he's tried to drop some weight and gain some muscle, and he's done that. He's working on his skills as well, and really hard inside. So look out for him this year.
It's a wonderful day here, 4,000 brave. There's extremely warm conditions, 40 degrees. Kane Mitchell joining me in the commentary box at the moment with Daniel Norton, and Jackson Trengove just about to rejoin us as well by popular demand, if you don't mind. Popular demand. So the Blacks look to bring the ball forward, little pokey kick inside. Moore's going to get there, handball to the voice. O'Shea to Stewart. Stewart 55 metres out, kicks long. Boat, the skipper. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. And what a time for Trengove to come into the commentary box, because he'd lost a house on Boak last time, but he's given it off. And Kane Corns has kicked the goal for the Blacks. That's another one of the Blacks. 16 goals for 100 to 2-1-13 midway through this third quarter. And Jacko, how are you?
Yeah, mate, I've just been working pretty hard down in the photo booth. Obviously not a very photogenic man, so I've just got back up to the radio and put my voice to some good work. But the Blacks are obviously in command here and absolutely dominating the game. But as I said before, the Whites are still very strong and still cracking in and putting their head over the ball, which is fantastic to see. Now, Kane, we're having a bit of fun up here this afternoon, but clearly you're up here, because that's why you're not playing. How far away are you, and just a little bit of a complaint at the moment?
Yeah, just a bit of soreness in the adductor and groin. So Jacko and I have been walking laps together, so I've been chewing the fat. Should be back hopefully running this week. Got the all clear from Doc yesterday, so hopefully run and then full training in 2 or 3 weeks time. Maybe get one game in before the season starts. So really looking forward to getting back out there with the boys.
Yeah, you're an absolute cult hero last year, there's no doubt about that. The fans loved you, and we're looking forward to getting you back. As Jackson Trengove about to take up the call.
Yeah, the Whites are just bumbling it around here, not sure exactly what to do. That's a very hard tackle. I think it might have been Cam O'Shea in there with a solid tackle, and the umpire will throw it up one more time. That was Cam O'Shea. That's great eyesight by myself. Umpire's going to throw it up, not electing to bounce. Loeb's been strong all day, throwing his weight around. Moore tries to get it. The Whites have cleared. Into Danny Butcher, I think, snagged it. Umpire's put the arms up and said, play on. I think he's going to throw it up again. Norts, it's not much activity here, but the Blacks are in total command of this game. As I said before, they're putting plenty of pressure on the scoreboard and looking ultra impressive.
I know Kane Mitchell desperate to call ball-by-ball action shortly, so we'll get him warming up very, very soon. I'll call this next piece of play, and then we'll hear from Kane Mitchell. So Wingard's got it just off one step, little short one to Jarman Impey. He's had a terrific pre-season, so looking forward to Jarman. Probably not his best kick, that one. Well done though by Stevenson on the half volley. Gives it to Wines. Wines pumps it inside 50, and there he is, the big man himself, Schultz, marks uncontested around about 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle. So Schultz, he shares the ball around a fair bit, but he's going to go back and have a shot from here. And this is one you would put your house on, Jacko.
Yeah, I'll put my house on this, North. So I've won 3 houses off you today, a can of Coke and a cherry ripe, so I'm not willing to shy away from a bet. I think you'll go back and absolutely put this straight through the middle. So Schultz is lining up, 35 out, just drops it on the boot, and what did I say? Straight through the middle. Ooh. And he has. No worries, that's my 5th house. Don't know how many houses I'm getting off you today, but I hope you've got a very good deal with Rivergum, because you're in over a few houses today. And as I just said before, you put your house on Stewart, you put your house on Schultz to just go back and deliver. That's what they're paid for. They're paid the big bucks to go back under pressure and put the 6 points through. The hard work through the midfield, the back line, and you just want the forwards to go back, and as Schultz does, time after time, just goes in and delivers. He's got a nice routine, he rarely misses, and the same as Paul Stewart.
Let's check that scoreboard. The Blacks 17-4, leading the Whites 2-1. There's about 4 minutes left in this third quarter. The next voice you'll hear is one of Kane Mitchell.
Alright boys, so the umpire's just waiting for the green light. He's got it, and he's about to ball it up. Let's see how the bounce goes. Straight up and down. Loebs gets up, that's a nice little tap behind Benny Newton. Follows up his own work. Maybe you've got one high there. Nah, he's going to ball it up again. So there's plenty of numbers around the ball. Is he going to go the bounce, you reckon, Jacko? Nah, he's tossed it straight back up. Loebs again, got it straight down. Tap to advantage, that's Stewart. Links out with handball, Chad Wingard. He's going to go on to the right foot. Don't tell me. Oh, no, he sold on to the left. Handball to Muffins Calhoun. Followed up. Nice work. Paul Stewart calling for it out wide. He's got it. He's going to pump this one long. He's pumped it in long.
Give us something, Kane.
Schultz coming in.
Give us something.
From the side. That is a confidence booster for the great man. He just needs to go back and put this one through post high, and that'll finish a great bit of play. set up by Lobes' tap. That was just a sensational follow-up tap, I think, Jackson.
I'll tell you what, if Paul Stewart hasn't bought his own football today, I don't know what has. John just scraped that in from 20 metres out.
He's got it.
His third or fourth Norton. He is looking ultra impressive. Fit, strong, quick, powerful forward, 6'6". Lightning quick is what we want to see, and I think John Butcher's in for a big year.
Can I tell you one thing? I know you guys are training on a serious note. I've been working on your goal kicking religiously. 19-4 to 2-1, so that's 21 goals 5 between the two sides today. That is incredible goal kicking. Now, is that just pure coincidence, or you're getting more and more confident with your goal kicking as each session goes by?
I think the more and more practice you do, the better you're going to get, and we've got to the stage now where we're actually putting pressure on each other to kick our own goals. Whether you're a forward, whether you're a back, whether you're a midfielder, we've got consequences whether you miss the goal. So we're doing a lot of set shots. Ken's putting it on the boys, and there is a consequence. So the boys want to kick them, and we're improving. So I think that result there, I think Ken's going to be super impressed with that.
Well, back in the centre, and well, it's all the Blacks at this stage, as you would expect. I just checked the temperature too, boys. 41 degrees. It is incredibly warm at the moment. Chad Wingard, geez, tough as you like, good tackle. Ball spills free to Newton. Newton pumps it forward. Don't tell me. No, over the top. Who dropped the carpet? Yep. Off the carpet! Wow! Off the carpet!
You are
done it again. I cannot believe I've seen that.
Left foot. That's his fourth.
That is brilliant stuff by the big Butch. He's kicked his fourth.
In 60 minutes of football. These are not big quarters. They're 20-minute quarters. No time on, time's running down, and he's kicked 4. That was off the pavement. He's just chipped that with his left boot, trickled it in. He's doing it at both angles. He's taking the big marks. He's on the ground. I'm liking what I see out here, Daniel.
It's amazing what a bit of confidence does for the great man. I mean, I think he kicked a couple in the first half. He's taken a big grab, gone through and slotted it. Now he's dribbled one along the ground. I don't know. Mate, sky's the limit for John Butcher when he's confident.
Jacko, we've got 45 seconds left of the quarter. Give us your best.
I'll finish it off, mate. I'll finish it off.
We'll talk.
Number 42, yes, I'll take my time, mate. Viewers are sick of hearing your voice for now.
When
so
they say they don't like dead air in the business.
We're here at PTV. He's bounced it. That's straight up and down. Loby's got 1.5 foot over the top, but snagged by the... I'm not sure who that is. He's chipped it inside forward, but chopped off down back. He's kicked it long to Corns. Corns on the half-back will roll straight away. He'll chip it back inboard. And I'm not sure who this is. Aaron Young running hard. Big bang inside 50. Don't tell me, my boy. No, he's been shut up off the... Jeez, a point. That is an absolute letdown. I've tried to build that up as big as I can, but that's some great, exciting footy from the Blacks. The Whites are going to try and hold on here. There's seconds left. They've kicked it in. Maybe one last grab, one last goal. My boy John Butcher on the boundary. What can he do with it? Has a big bang kick to Shield. Siren goes. That is some terrific work. The boys are working overtime here. They want to get down and whack a bit of Gatorade down the throat. Just hydrate the body with a bit of water and Gatorade. Kano, what do you think of that quarter, mate?
Yeah, no, it was, as we said, it's been dominated by the Blacks. I've been really impressed by their centre bounce work. I know they've been working really hard with that at training, so Lobes is clearly getting on top. I think Renouf was doing a good job, but I think Lobe's superior fitness has got on top. But that coast-to-coast ball movement, that take by Fridge, that spread wide, and then you coming back through the corridor, that's how the boys want to play. Exciting football. John Butcher, look out for him in the last quarter. I reckon he's going to kick another 2 or 3, hopefully.
Quick score update. We've got 20 goals 4 for the Black to 2 goals 1. As we said at the start of the game, the sides are a little bit one-sided, with the Blacks having most of the AFL experience in there. A lot of depth in that Black side. The Whites are absolutely cracking in, and our member tally has gone through the absolute skyrocket. You wonder why the temperature's going up. This thing is going through the roof. It's ripping the temperature down, mate. It's gone up 5 notches, this temperature, because of the amount of members we're getting on board today.
On a serious note, the membership tally reads 40,125. Bearing in mind the club's membership record is a tick over 41,000 for the whole year. Before the season, the club could get to that point. If you want to guarantee your seat for that first showdown in particular, we are portadelaide.com.au, or you can call 1300-GO-PAFC. The membership boys told me at half-time they'd sold over 250 today. I think that might be closer to 300. A quick break on PTV, and we'll be back for the last quarter very soon.